happening with Marriage at First Sight because at first Prince packed his bags and left Sesetu. Now it's O'Brien packing his bags and leaving Lorinda. The only difference is that Lorinda doesn't care. She said she's choosing herself. She even helped packed the things that he had left behind in Refu's bags. Nesting in his walking stick, causing him to crash out even more, saying she's toxic. While on the other hand, Sesetu still believes that things are going to work out, even though Prince keeps on disrespecting her, drooling over other women in front of her. Ngapha is delulu because she said she does not see herself, she's not ready to be in a marriage no Hlulani. But here she is this week, what game is she playing? At this point, the only promising couple is Lisiba and Matsiriso because what? I did not see this coming. Hey, hi, welcome to my channel. Here's an update on Marriage at First Sight season 4. So now the girls met up for a pajama party with the experts, and they just started like talking about how things are going. And to be honest, like it seems like they're all like going like, we know what, we like, it's just too early to be going through so much early on in the relationship. But out of everyone that's going through a lot, I don't think, I think Usasetu is the one that has been like done wrong here. Because while they pair her with Prince, knowing exactly that her previous relationship was abusive, like Prince is taking her back there. Like, I feel like she's the most genuine person who really like deserved or really wanted this thing to work for herself. Because even with everything else that's going on, she still believes that things are going to work out. Now, Pamatiriso says and things are fine, no Lisiba, and besides, she cannot complain because he provides for her. And Hlulani, Pumelela is not there. I think like she's just here for the vibes because they had a meeting with her family. Her sisters came. They started reprimanding her because apparently she's complains that Hlulani washes only his dishes after eating and leave the pots. No wonders like, no, girl, you're the wife. You wash the dishes. You cannot expect your man to be washing the dishes. And another thing is that umfazi ukwata ngapha enzansi akakwati yazi, not knowing that these people have not even consummated their marriage. uHlulani is just like, God is defeated. The sisters, they were like, you know what, Mpumelelo, what your behavior yakho, it's not on. And then the prince decided to pack his bags and leave Sesetu in their marital home and booked himself into an apartment. Now Sesetu is sitting there all alone. Husband gone, nowhere to be found. Remember that time he had to meet her family. He was nowhere to be found. And now the experts come to check on her because they're worried about her. She's going through so much. Such a beautiful and calm and genuine lady to be going through so much. And considering her past, it's just like, why did you do her so dirty? Now the experts are there just to find out how she's coping. And the males also went to check on Prince. Prince feels like she's just going on like he's the victim, going like Sesetu is like she's not used to love. Here is Prince coming with healthy love, and like she's not used to it. She can't be complaining about him leaving because it's not like he went to another woman. He actually booked himself in an apartment and he's staying there alone. He's sleeping alone, as if that's supposed to make it right. Now this thing of because this whole thing is like a victim saying Kuti, this thing of Sesetu complaining about her, saying he drools or he compliments other women. It's crazy because Sesetu, like she thought they're friends, they're cool like that. Kanjani. They're even saying he's forcing this friendship thing. How can you say that to your friends? No woman would allow you to compliment other women in front of her. And also, pastor told him that you cannot be a princess when you are expected to lead. Because honestly, Prince is acting like a princess. He's not in this thing at all. And now, Ularinda no O'Brien, apparently a fight started when Ularinda woke up in the morning, asked Prince to go to grocery shopping with her. He said he's got a book thingy, he can't go. Ularinda went alone. When she comes back, Prince is still in the house. Umuntu akahamba book lunch and say that he cancelled it because he was exhausted, wanted to sleep. Kanjani, Ularinda was just so mad and did not even say anything to him when she came back. And that threw him over the edge. They started arguing, I do this for you, I got you a burger the other day, did not even eat it the other day, I made you lasagna. Why are you talking about those things that did not even happen now? If you want, you can frame the burger. That threw him over the edge. When you're so disrespectful, one of us must like mele ehle. And one of us, he actually means Ularinda must actually but Ularinda so calm and said that they need to go see the therapist. Now they have a boys' night. They chill with the boys, and now they start talking about their marriages, and they're starting to hear. There's two sides to a story, but what we're hearing is that when you left, and now they're just feeding each other crap, and you can just see nothing air kayo, and they also sort of like saying situation kahlulane is just like it doesn't really make sense, and all of them thought O'Brien was sort of going to have a better relationship or a better marriage because he's older, but it's not happening. So they went for the counseling session. No, and well, Ulisiba did say in the thing and everything's going well because he has mastered Matsiriso, so he's doing everything right. He knows he's spoiling her, getting her flowers, getting her that. So things are going well this week. They've been fine. So Ulisiba is compensating, like he's using money to sort of like keep Matsiriso happy. Now they go for a counseling O'Brien no Lorinda. It went south because they started talking about disrespect. The way Lorinda was so calm. Disrespect Kanje. Lorinda is so calm and she's busy explaining this whole thing. It's like a friendly beggar. The next thing he talks is like, okay, fine, O'Brien, violent. But he is violent. The way he talks, it's because he talks passionately. No, man, it's not talking passionately. You're going to fight. And he does not want Lorinda to talk back. But the calmness of Lorinda, I swear she's on ashwagandha because what? Okay, so calm. And because she was not wearing a ring, O'Brien took off his ring right there in front of the therapist. Since you took it off, now let me do the same and take off my ring. She said, explaining this is because I went to do my nails and I had to remove it there, so I forgot to put it back because I came here rushing. Avela tears and this whole thing is not working. This woman does not even know the names of my kids. So it's not working because O'Brien expected, I think he wanted a weaker woman, someone who's not strong. Because Lorinda can, she's very well spoken and can defend herself. She's willing to listen, but O'Brien feels like, no man, anglaleli. Then the guy decides and leave and just pull a prince on you and pack my bags and leave. But Lorinda was like, be my guest. I'm just going to pack the rest of your stuff in Rufus' bags, including your walking stick, so you can come and get them. He crashed out even more. It was so sad. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. See you on the next one. Bye.